Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. The 2018 Winter Olympics will be an exciting time for the city of Pyeongchang as it hosts the Games in South Korea. And an exciting time for all the athletes competing, including Kelly Schafer of Swift Current. Another busy road construction season is underway across the province. As the 2016-17 school year drew to a close, the Chinook School Division held its final board meeting. The main topic of discussion surrounded the division's financials. Thanks for joining us here today. A Swift Current curler will be competing in the Winter Olympics in February. We have more in today's top story. The 2018 Winter Olympics will be an exciting time for the city of Pyeongchang as it hosts the Games in South Korea. And an exciting time for all the athletes competing, including Kelly Schafer of Swift Current. Schafer works for the city's Parks and Rec department and is a two-time Olympian. In February, she'll compete in her third Olympics, once again curling with Great Britain skip Eve Muirhead. An exciting experience for Schafer, who will play as an alternate on the team.
I'm so excited. It's always an honour to go and represent your country at anything, let alone for me this will be my third Olympic Games. So a slightly different role, initially a non-playing role to begin with, but any way that you can be part of an elite team and with a great bunch of girls and a great support team, then you jump at that chance. And I'm lucky to have the support of my family and my employers, the City of Swift Current, that said, you know what, you can take a leave of absence and go and fly the flag for Great Britain again. So it's pretty exciting for me to go in there. So I'll take a leave of absence. I'll travel back and forward to train and compete with the girls over the next 9 months or so. And we've got British Curling, Scottish Institute of Sport over there that will support our programme and development.
She adds that her love for curling has continued to blossom after her move from Scotland to Swift Current and through her chairing duties with the 2016 World Women's Curling Championship hosted here in the city. And although she's a Canadian citizen now, come February, she's curling for Great Britain, and it's winner takes all.
Curling is where my heart is, and Scotland is where my heart is. So first things first, when you represent Team GB, it's an opportunity, no matter who your opposition is, to play the best that you can play, and the ultimate goal is obviously to win.
Kelly Schafer will be heading overseas in the coming weeks to continue training with her teammates and compete in several curling matchups well before the 2018 Olympics, which are set for February 9th through the 25th.
Thanks, my dear. Get it right, everybody! And the Olympic flame,
For over 12 years, Southwest TV News has provided the visuals for the defining moments in our community. Support your community and help us to continue our work. Support our sponsors by watching the ads on YouTube and by clicking the ads on our website. Pennies per click, which will help us continue to bring you the award-winning news coverage you've come to expect from Southwest TV News.
The Cypress Hills Interprovincial Park is a popular destination for tourists throughout the summer months. Guests from around the world come to the park to be one with nature and enjoy the many amenities from camping, hiking trails, and more.
There's nothing quite so pretty as the hills that shouldn't be.
Celebrate Canada's 150, the Cowboy Way. Frontier Days in Swift Current is an exciting lineup of grandstand entertainment, June 28th through July 1st, including the Washboard Union, the CCA Rodeo and Cabaret, and the grand finale with Sawyer Brown and Aaron Goodman. Get your tickets today from the Swift Current Ag&X office or PharmaSave. The 79th Annual Frontier Days in Swift Current, June 28th through July 1st. Another long weekend is here, and RCMP are reminding you to stay focused on the roadway. Another busy road construction season is underway across the province. And for motorists traveling through Swift Current, several projects are causing detours in traffic along the Trans-Canada and the No. 4 highway. And as crews are working through the day to get the job completed, motorists are reminded to obey the rules of the road.
You know, and the fines start at $140. The fines essentially triple is what they do once you hit these construction zones. We have these people that are out there trying to make our highway safe for the general user, and we just ask at the same time that we end up giving the same respect to them so that they can do their job safely.
You're further reminded to stay focused on the road and put your cell phone away, as distracted driving continues to be a major hazard on roadways.
We saw changes January 1st of this year in regards to the use of cell phones. Now it states that you cannot be in possession or handling a cell phone whatsoever. It's just not taking, you know, a phone call. It also now comes down to checking the time, changing the music on your device. You cannot touch the device whatsoever. So if you do have a phone call that comes in, pull over to the side, then take your call.
By obeying the posted speed limit, staying focused on the road, and being respectful of work crews, you can ensure everyone has a safe summer season. Imagine a destination where you can enjoy world-class dining and unique accommodations. Take a leisurely stroll through streets filled with rich history while browsing for that perfect gift. Buy fresh produce from the farmers market and enjoy a range of cultural events while stepping back in time to learn more about Canada's Old West. Your summer destination is awaiting you in Maple Creek. For event listings and all things Maple Creek, visit our website. Mark October 18th through 21st on your calendar and plan to attend the CCA Finals Rodeo in Swift Current. The top cowboys and cowgirls will compete in all of your favorite rodeo events, vying for the CCA Championship title. And wrap up your weekend with the CCA Finals Rodeo Cabaret featuring Sweet Tequila. Get your tickets now for the CCA Finals Rodeo, October 18th through 21st in Swift Current. After weeks of working behind the scenes and dealing with reduced funding from the province, the Chinook School Division has released its budget for the year. As the 2016-17 school year drew to a close, the Chinook School Division held its final board meeting. The main topic of discussion surrounded the division's financials. And faced with budget cuts from the province announced in the spring, CFO Rod Quinton and his team were faced with fine-tuning their own budget while trying to keep the funding shortfall from the classroom. Quinton explains how this was achieved.
We had planned early on for about a $2.83 million adjustment. It turned out to be $6 million. So we had to do a lot of things that we wouldn't have anticipated in terms of our overall expenditures. We did some work around the layer of our operation that supports students from outside the classroom, and that doesn't mean we've taken that away, but we have reduced it. We did a lot around our central office staffing, and we had, some fairly significant reductions in our central office component related to senior administration, 25% of our staffing. So a combination of those things plus some fairly significant adjustments, transportation, less so in facilities, and this is what's gotten us to this place.
And Chinook's board members also assisted with balancing the budget, with taking less money for their per diems.
In overall, the board took about a 30% cut in funding for their operation, which meant that they had to look at all areas of the governance budget in order to make their funding cap, and they've done that partially through taking less pay for themselves.
Chinook's budget will now be sent off to the Saskatchewan Ministry of Education for final approval, with the challenge still remaining of what actual funding will be available from the province in 2018. Market Square is a summer tradition in downtown Swift Current, featuring live entertainment, fresh garden produce, crafts, and other unique vendors. Drop by Market Square every Saturday at the corner of Central and Chaplin. Proudly presented by the City of Swift Current, Standard Motors, Innovation Credit Union, and Southwest TV News. Celebrate Canada's 150 the Cowboy Way with Frontier Days in Swift Current. Enjoy the kickoff pancake breakfast and burning of the Frontier Days brand. Meet your friends along the route of the Canada 150 Let's Celebrate Parade. Enjoy the excitement of the Midway, livestock shows, indoor displays, and family fun zone, featuring an array of free entertainment, including the Kids Wild West Show. And look to the sky for the breathtaking Canada 150 fireworks. The 79th Annual Frontier Days in Swift Current, June 28th through July 1st. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.